Yeah, go on. Yeah, come on, son, yeah. You all right?
Sorry. Hold that phone. Where's your friend, Dan? Okay. Oh, it stopped now.
All right, Chel. Yeah. Okay, God bless.
Charlie.
Go on, come over.
I was going to say to Wally, is it McGirr? I wasn't sure.
How are you? Okay. Help yourself along.
It's a warm down.
Are you going all right?
Danny? We haven't seen Danny.
Well, we've got to get
that way.
Right,
We've got to get our one.
Rung you. Give me yours anyway. It's up there turning it on and off. Don't worry about that.
All right.
Yeah.
What do you want to do? Where are you?
today?
Well, a very moving one, but I must admit I felt joy in seeing so much love for Joe. He was a man who was terribly important to me, I think, and I've met an awful lot of diplomats. He was the best diplomat I've ever met. Was concerned about peace. I'm a peace-loving hippie, and I never found any contradiction in my conversations with him. A man who I admire a lot, and someone I shall miss terribly.
Well, what do you think his best qualities were?
His diplomacy, his kindness, and his integrity without question. But I mean, what impressed me so much was his kindness and his diplomatic abilities.
Davy, sorely missed.
By me and a hell of a lot of people here, as you can tell.
What can I say about Joe? The first time I met him, he made me laugh straight away. He makes you feel welcome, regardless who you are. And that's one of the main things that we remember about Joe.
He's going to be well missed.
Very much so, yeah. I mean, Mitch loves him to pieces. I love Mitch to pieces. I love Joe to pieces. And, you know, I just hope that Joe Jr. and all the rest of his family and everything are well and they can carry on what he's done. Basically, he'll never be forgotten. Never be forgotten. That's all I can say. No more you can really say about Joe, really.
So I'll shoot any sort of memories of Joe?
I mean, I was very fortunate to meet Joe in the last sort of 4 or 5 years. I'm currently working on a project which he helped me in choosing his kind of 12 head guys, which I'm going to showcase in October later on this year. So I'm hoping that I can keep his memory alive. You know, he was a very kind of warm, compassionate, very honest, and he always would cut out the bullshit and said, right, what's the real essence of what do you want to do? And I think that kind of die-hard attitude in terms of wanting the best is what he inspired me with. And I hope to continue that for myself and also for the project that I hope to kind of dedicate in his memory in October at the Cafe Gallery in London.
He was an inspiring man.
He's inspired me, and I'm hoping that this project will somehow talk about him in his greatness, you know, and all the people that he's chosen to be a part of this project as well. And long live his memory, and if his family needs any help, they can give me a call anytime.
Thanks, friend. So, Perry, that must be an emotional day for you.
You got no idea. You got no idea how difficult today was. Believe me. He's going to be sorely missed.
How did you cope with the news when you heard you were very close?
Very bad. Very bad. There was everybody. We all knew. We all didn't want it to happen. And
how many years did you know?
You know what? I don't remember. I don't remember, and it just doesn't matter. Doesn't matter in the slightest how many years. He was one dear friend. You know, even now I'm still going to miss him ringing up and growling at me for doing something wrong. Growling at me because he wants to go and earn a tanner or something.
So you're going to miss him very much?
No. It's going to take nobody, and I mean that, nobody is going to fill his shoes. Nobody will want to fill his shoes. You've seen this turnout.
A lot of people today have been saying, you know, how would you describe Joe and all that, but I think in one word would describe Joe, and that's respect. The word respect sums him up, because there were so many people that respected him, you know, and I've never ever heard anyone have a bad word to say about him. There's been a lot of people here today, and that the Richardson brothers, Eddie and Charlie, Jimmy and Chris Lambrianou, and quite a few people have turned up to pay their respects, and rightfully so.
So a sad day.
It is actually. It's a very sad day. He's very respected, Joe was, and very much liked. It's a very sad day.
So tell us about Joe.
Joe was a friend. We've been friends with Joe for 50 years.
And what kind of a man was he?
He was a lovely man. He had a good personality. He was always beaming his face. And he was born in North London, Joe, and he never forgot his roots. And he was always a big friend of our family.
What do you think his best qualities were?
Well, he never forgot a friend. He never forgot a friend.
Very loyal.
Very loyal person, Joe was. Very loyal.
And how was today?
Today was lovely. All Joe's friends are here. It wasn't like other funerals where people go to funerals and they don't know Joe, but everyone here is a friend of Joe's. because he was really a nice person, Joe.
So good turnout today.
Yeah, good turnout, but he was a lovely person, Joe. And,
so he's got great respect, it appears, from everybody.
Oh yeah, we used to get back together 50 years ago, and Joe was good. He was a nice person.
I'm Clive, and I'm a good friend of Joe's. Joe Jr. is my best friend, and Joe will be sorely missed from me. I'm in the entertainment business. I'm one of the few people you'll meet here that is on a different side of the world, but I was the music business connection for Joe, and we made some good times together, had a few hit records, and whenever I hear these songs that are playing in the background, from Luther Vandross's Whatever to Joe Longthorne to Matt Monroe, whenever I hear those words and those songs, I'll always think of Joe. I'll miss him more than you'll ever know. He's a great, great friend, and I've always said in my note to him, Joe, get a good stereo in heaven, because I'll be there and I'll be bringing some CDs with me soon. God bless you, and you'll live forever, you will. God bless.
Thank you very much. Okay, Charlie.
Joe, fucking Joey Pyle, end of an era. Oh, fuck, where do you start when you talk about Joe? Fucking said it all about him, one way or another. One time or another in front of this camera, probably. What's going to happen to the underworld, I really don't know. Joe's gone, he's the main man, the middleman, the man who's held it all together. Get the phone call. Charles, go and see Freddie Smith down in Brixton. He's been playing up again. Tell him the firm's on his case. All right, okay, save another death. I wouldn't like to think how many deaths he's saved by sending people out he knows, members of the firm, to go and sort things out in their own area. He's held all this together for years and years and years. It's the end of an era. It's going to fall apart. It'll be, I don't know, it's going to be mayhem, because there'll be no unity anymore. All the old boys are still there, but they're all old and don't really want to know, you know what I mean? Yeah.
So he was the kind of glue that
Joe,
held it all together.
Joe held it all together. He was the kingpin. He was the man in the middle. I always called him the man in the middle. Wherever you see him, if you see a photograph, he was always stood in the middle. You know what I mean? Yeah, but he was the man in the middle. He's the one who held everything together.
He had great presence, didn't he?
Oh, terrific fucking presence, that guy. Absolutely unbelievable. I'll never forget, I got a job, I used to, what do you call, snatchbacks. And I got a snatchback. It's for a yellow E-type Jaguar outside the Oglander pub in Peckham. I thought, oh, who's that then? I looked at the name on it, it was Joseph Pyle. I said, I ain't snatching that fucker back. So in them days, I'm talking like, probably nearly 30 years ago, whatever, I used to get about 60 quid a cart to snatch them back. He went up right up to 600 quid Longbath, North Central did. I said, no, I ain't fucking doing that, right? Just give me the paperwork. No other cunt can't do that, because they're going to get killed if they do, you know what I mean? Went down and took it down to Joe in the pub and said, yeah, here's your paperwork for your snatch back. He said, you take every car. I said, no, just come to show you.
So he's going to be sorely missed.
Missed? Fucking missed, I tell you. Fucking missed. Joe's fantastic geezer. We all loved him. I've flown back from Spain 3 times just to see him when he was ill. This time I wasn't back in time, you know. Back in time for the funeral. And every fucker's here, everybody's here. Just unbelievable. The whole country's turned out. It just shows the amount of people that he influenced. But now he ain't here to influence them. What's going to happen? What is going to happen? I really don't know. I can only predict turmoil in the underworld where nobody's going to... There's nobody to phone up anymore and go, oh, sort that out, sort this out. You know, so it's back to killing instead, you know. I reckon Joe's probably saved between 500 and 1,000 people from being killed, from just mediating between people and getting people, other members of the firm, to go out and talk to people and sort it out. The magistrates call it taking the law in your own hands, you know. But take the law in your own hands saves lives. Otherwise they get killed and end up in a court, people end up in prison. It was the easy way out. Easy way out. The legal way didn't work. It's never worked, because people end up dead or in prison. Or both.
It's a worthwhile thing, worthwhile trip to Spain for you today.
I mean, there's no way could I miss this in a million years. I just come out of hospital 2 days before I flew out here. At Duchy, and they said take it steady, you know what I mean? And I'm not allowed to do anything. No more sex, drugs and rock and roll. Well, sex only from the underneath position. But no, I had to be here for this. No 2 ways about it. I had to be here for this. Because there's only one Joe Pyle. Only ever was one Joe Pyle. Well, and when they made him out of platinum in a mould and threw the mould away afterwards. Because there won't be another Joe Pyle. Nobody can take his place. He was the governor. He was the main man. The #1 man in all the fucking UK. And there's never been a man ever in my lifetime I've known that's had more respect than Joe has. From everybody, from every villain in the country.